So, I thought today was my first video on YouTube. We talk about the recent news in Afghanistan, i.e., the Taliban. So, I'm not sure anybody's aware, but Russia have decided they are not taking part in evacuating anybody from Afghanistan. Which, in my personal opinion, I think is wrong, because yes, there's been a war going on in Afghanistan for God knows how long, you know what I mean? But the way I see it is, we need, as the world, there's many countries, you know what I mean? We all need band together and help where we can. And yes, we can help with this, you know what I mean? We can't just sit down and do nothing. We can't just watch a country and the people in that country get destroyed. You know what I mean? It's been going on for many years now, and there's been UK, US armies, UK armies have all been in Afghanistan for many years. And I just think it is a crisis in its own thing. You know what I mean? So I thought we'd have a little conversation about it. Basically, I think it's right what we're doing. We are trying to help people in need. And people, like the women in Afghan, it's gone from bad to worst for them recently, because they're not allowed to use any kind of form of social media, phones. They can't use it. They're not allowed. You know. And Australia and New Zealand have come together and they've evacuated more than 650 people. We're evacuating here in the UK, are evacuating people, and we have got people from Afghanistan already down here. And because I saw a few days ago on a bit of social media the fact that if the Taliban said to us, if we go over our due date, which is Monday, and we go and return, stay there in Afghanistan, then there are going to be severe consequences in that action. And it's just, I don't think it's right. I mean, we don't need another war. I mean, look at ISIS. We nearly had a war with them. Yes, countries did band together to try and stop it. We stopped it a little bit, but it's never going to end. It's always going to go and go and go. You know what I mean? It's not going to just go, oh yeah, we'll end today. It's not going to happen. But as we all know, China have started mining in Afghanistan, which is also known as Taliban, which is basically the army organization for the government in Afghanistan. People are feeding for their lives, so they're doing what any natural person would do in that kind of situation. If, as a country, you would leave. I know I would. I wouldn't stay. I wouldn't want my life be at risk anymore than it already was if I was in that kind of situation myself. So they are doing the natural thing that comes to you in that kind of situation. So yeah, this is my first video, so I do apologise if I just go on and doing a bit of rant and raving. So I just thought I'd talk a little bit about what's going on in the world. I do want, just as a side note, I do want my YouTube channel. I am going to cover lots of different things. Like, I'm really into ghosts. I really like doing a bit of investigation on it, try and get the evidence there, proving that it's real and it's not fake, and try and prove to doubters that it is actually real and not fake. So I do apologise if this first video isn't what everybody thought it was going to be. I am sorry about that. But future videos I will try, and I will try and get them to the kind of expectation viewers would want it to be. I won't be doing any kind of editing on my videos. I will try add a bit of music in there. It's just going to take me a little bit of time because I'm not really techno savvy, as you will call it. So yeah, back to the conversation. There was the airport in Afghanistan somewhere. I don't remember the name. And they were evacuating people from there, and the Taliban attacked a reporter and some of the people, I believe. I could be wrong, I'm not sure. This reporter was covering an animal charity thing, and as she was doing that, she was attacked. Which just goes to prove that right now, during this pandemic we've got going on, as well as this, whatever you want to call it, in Afghanistan, it is severe. Sorry about that, I had an incoming call. So yeah, I just don't think people are realising, they don't really care what's going on in other parts of the world. I mean, look how many times in the last nearly 2 years, 2 or 3 years, there's nearly been a war, i.e. fucking, what's his face? Donald Trump nearly started a war with Russia, funnily enough. And that was against China, nearly. And we could have had a World War III, and it'd have been a nuclear world war. And I'm not sure people realise, especially people who have been voted as their leaders of their countries, and the fact that all that's they're bothered about is power. And I'm not sure people in power are realising what kind of effect it is going to have on the citizens of their countries. I mean, look, if we have a nuclear war, we're not coming back from it. The only people that are going to be alive are the ones that actually matter. Us people, civilians, that they all look down on is, yeah, we're just getting money off them. And they don't realise we're not going to be here if there's a nuclear war, if there's a World War III. So this thing that is happening right now in Afghanistan really needs just to end, really, before it comes to a war, and before the world war that would happen, if it did, will go to a nuclear world war. And me personally, I'm not a fan of going to war. Yes, I will put my life on the line for the people I love, and I do only do it for my family and friends, to protect them and make sure they are okay. And the fact I'd only do that for that reason. And I just think it's ridiculous, and it just needs to stop. It just needs to end. And people need to realise when they're in power, they're not being put in power for the power. They're being put in the power simply because the people think that person is suitable for that job. That person has the best needs for that job. Yes, that person might do, but at the end of the day, the way the outcome always comes is simply they get in the job, the power gets to their head, the promises they've made never ever get done. And the things they think are suitable, and they have other people putting other thoughts into their head, and they're like, yeah, okay, we'll do that instead. No, don't do that instead. You're going to get put in power. Just do what you got asked. Just do what you don't go and do. Make the promises you made come true, happen, get it done. Same basically here, in the exact same situation. And that's going on right now. But COVID, for instance, the big 19, that we will do a video on another day. I think I've gone off topic a little bit. So I'm just going to, basically, I will try to upload every 2 or 3 days, maybe 2 to 3 times a week, all depending. I will try to cover different topics, so in any video you see of mine and you think, oh, this would be a good topic to talk about, just leave a comment. I will look at and read every comment that is done. I have a list. I had a little bit of list right now of what I was going to talk about today. I will write lists of all the topics you would like me to cover. I'll do some research and I will make a video on those topics, and I will upload those videos. So yeah, every 2 or 3 times a week I'll try to upload videos and try to cover different topics and not go off too much onto a different topic in that topic. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please leave a like and subscribe for more videos to come. Thank you very much. Goodbye.